Trenton Bureau now with the fiery details of this latest race debate.
Yes, Rollin, and fiery it was. The candidates really slugged it out in this debate. A lot was at stake, with Democrat Jim Florio leading Republican Jim Cotter by as much as 23 points in the polls. Everyone expected the candidates to come out swinging, and they did. We're going to roll some tape for you, but please, there are some audio problems, and bear with us. When the candidates discussed sensitivity to racial issues, it came out like this.
Did you tell the group that you lied when you said that you sponsored the Martin Luther King Day holiday bill?
I love to use the word lie. I guess that fits your demeanor.
Then they went on to ethics, or rather, lack of ethics.
What we have here is Jim Cotter refusing to tell us how he went to Congress with $600,000 and is now a multi-millionaire.
Why don't you just look me in the eye? Second, I was not, Jim, look at me. I was not written up in a national magazine about how to get rich in Congress. You were.
In between attacks, some issues did surface. Should a homosexual teacher afflicted with AIDS be allowed to continue teaching children?
That doesn't automatically disqualify someone from teaching or doing anything else.
If they are a carrier of AIDS, I don't think they should be teaching young children.
Many political analysts said Jim Cotter needed a knockout punch in this debate to jolt his flagging campaign back to life. Did he get it?
I never thought that you needed a knockout punch, but you have to do well. But I think I did.
You're a boxer. Did he hit you with a knockout punch?
The answer is that I feel very good, and I think what we're going to have is going into the last couple of rounds of this fight. We're going to be accelerating, and I'm comfortable that my message is getting through.
Now, they did get to a couple of other issues. For example, if a bill restricting abortion come to the next governor's desk, would he sign it? Cotter said he'd sign it. Florio wouldn't. On the budget, Cotter said he would lay off state workers if necessary to avoid raising taxes. Florio says he's not going to raise taxes either, but he wants to conduct a state audit of government in order to find the necessary funds to continue. Of course, both candidates say they won the debate. Rollin?
I'm sure. Brenda, stay there with us. Steve Adubato, our political analyst, is with us now, and I want you to offer your comments also on this. Steve, the tone of the debate tonight, the candidates have said they would take the high road. Do you think they did or not?
No. Rude, nasty, childish. Those are the words that come to mind when I was looking at the debate tonight. The candidates said they would take the high road, Rollin, but they really didn't. They called each other liar. No, you're not a liar. I'm not a liar. You're a liar. And unfortunately, I don't think the candidates gave the public much to judge them as politicians, as potential leaders tonight. I don't really think they did that tonight. All
right, Brenda, you cover politics also. What did you think?
I think that it was a very aggressive debate, and I think in particular Jim Cotter was particularly aggressive. People watching the debate, I think, were mindful of the fact that often Cotter would continue speaking over the panelists who were asking questions. He would also speak over Florio, and I think if one had to say that points were scored, one would say that Cotter scored them by being that aggressive. And yes, there was name-calling. Both candidates, of course, blame each other for calling the names.
Okay, quickly to both of you, what did we learn about the candidates tonight that we didn't know before?
Not much, Rollin. What we got was a repeat of the commercials. You hear the charges of being unethical. We hear the charges that you're going to raise taxes. That's what we heard tonight. We heard a repeat of the campaign commercials, and frankly, not much enlightening information.
Brenda?
The one new thing I heard was Cotter saying that he'd actually go to layoffs if necessary to avoid raising taxes, as he has promised. He's written a pledge not to raise taxes. He actually said he'd lay people off if he had to.
Okay, thank you both. Brenda Flanagan in Trenton, Steve Adubato. We certainly will see you in November.